Hi YouTube, 90 days, 90 reasons, and I am continuing. I will go up to, I think, hell, if anything, there's only 41, so hell, I'm gonna do a blitz and do most of these. So, you'll be seeing a lot if you subscribe to me that I've just been posting videos like crazy because I want to finish the rest of them and then have the last one tomorrow. So, YouTube, this is it. Okay, so 90 Days, 90 Reasons is written. This one is written by Moby. Oh, wow, cool. Moby is a musician, DJ, and has sold over 20 million copies worldwide. And he has produced and remixed some other scores for other artists, including David Bowie, Metallica, the Beastie Boys, Public Enemy, among others. Wow, that is great. Like he's the real deal. Reason number 48, 90 Days, 90 Reasons, is Mitt Romney is disdainful of government assistance because he's never known anyone who needed it. Okay, I think I figured it out. Mitt Romney is disdainful of anyone receiving government assistance because, one, he comes from a rich and privileged background, so he's never known anyone who's needed or received government assistance, and two, he comes from a rich and privileged background, so he's never known anyone who has needed or received government assistance. Almost everyone I know has received some sort of government assistance, whether it's student loans or small business loans or Medicare or Medicaid, and almost everyone I know pays taxes and contributes to society. I'll use myself as an example. I was the only child of a single mom. We struggled a lot economically, and there were times when we lived off food stamps and Social Security and government assistance. And then I went to the University of Connecticut and SUNY Purchase. I received Pell Grants and student loans. So according to Mitt Romney, I am part of the 47% who are dependent on government, who pay no income tax. My job is not to worry about those people. I'll never convince them that they should take responsibility, personal responsibility, and care for their lives. In the last 20 years, I have either personally or professionally paid millions of dollars of income taxes to the state, local, and federal government. I have employed hundreds of people who have in turn paid income taxes and in many cases gone on to start their own businesses. So I think it's safe to say that government assistance my mother and I received was money well spent. I was able to go to decent schools and get a decent education, all thanks to government assistance. I was able to see doctors, all thanks to government assistance. We were able to pay our rent at times, all thanks to government assistance. Not to mention the roads, clean water, street lights, police departments, fire departments, clean air, public transit, electricity, etc. That all came from the government and enabled my mother and I to stay alive and live good, educated, and healthy lives. Mitt Romney came from extreme wealth. He has never once needed financial assistance from the government, and as his family has millions and millions of dollars. But those are millions. There are millions and millions of Americans like me who didn't come from extreme wealth and who needed help in getting education, food, healthcare, and shelter, but who have gone on to start businesses and pay taxes. We are not an entitled class. We are not dependent upon the federal government, and we do not consider ourselves victims. We are the hundreds of millions of Americans who had the misfortune of not being born to multimillionaire parents. So I understand why Mitt Romney is disdainful of government assistance, as his parents paid for everything and he never needed to help being fed or educated or looked after by doctors. I understand that in Mitt Romney's entire life, he's never known anyone who needed student loans. He's never known anyone who needed food stamps to keep their family fed. He never knew anyone who's had to spend hours in a health clinic just to get basic medical care. He's never known anyone who could not pay the rent. I understand that Mitt Romney grew up with phenomenal wealth and privilege, but I do not understand why this leads him to contemptuously dismiss anyone like my mother and I, who have at times needed government assistance with food and education and shelter and health care. Mitt Romney is a product of wealth and privilege. That does not give him the right to loathe and dismiss the rest of us who are not the product of wealth and privilege. Oh, and for some reason I was thinking of Common People by Pulp when I heard Romney's quotes. But still you'll never get it right because when you're laid in bed at night, watching roaches climb the wall, if you call your dad, he could stop it all. You'll never live like common people. You'll never do what common people do. You'll never fail like common people. You never watch your life slide out of view. Moby, Los Angeles, California, 90 Days, 90 Reasons, reason number 48.